This channel is proudly partnered with the What the Funk shop. Please check out their store for all sorts of products. They have dice, miniatures, Game Master screens, home decorations, and many other things. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comment, and make sure that you use my code for a special discount. This channel is proudly sponsored by Dead Tree Studios, the publishers and developers of Dames of Asstoria, a tabletop RPG where you play as monster girls, experiencing high adventure in a world that doesn't fully accept them. They have recently released the Whispers of Copperridge adventure module. You will find the links in the description and in the pinned comment. Hi, welcome to this part of my review featuring Maids of Gomorrah IV. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review, featuring this anime-style tabletop RPG, where a dominatrix and her team of slaves travel across the galaxy in search of pleasure and glory, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about creating your slaves, and to help us illustrate this video, we have Akiyama Rinko from Action Taimanin by the artist A.A. Rance. Slave maids are amongst the most hyper-competent, multi-talented individuals in the galaxy, and are therefore responsible for actually doing pretty much everything on the ship. They cook and clean and row the oars for power and repair damaged power conduits, and keep the star charts up to date for accurate interstellar navigation and repel intrusions of psychic monsters from the M13 galaxy, etc. They do it all. The dominatrix doesn't give step-by-step orders on how to do things. She sets an objective in a commanding tone of voice, and then she leaves. The dominatrix does check in every now and then to crack a whip and maintain the overall aesthetic, and to put a stop to any arguments or gunfights over who has to do laundry. But it's the job of the slaves to figure out the details on how to accomplish the day's goals. In other words, the dominatrix is the character controlled by the game master, and the player characters are going to be the slaves. In general terms, at least while she is watching, the slaves want to fulfill the duties imposed upon them by the dominatrix, in order to obtain her favor. But if they displease her, they will lose favor. Now, slave creation is a 6-step process. Everyone gets the same number of mulligans during slave creation, by default 3, although your game master might give you less or more. You can use a mulligan to reroll a specific roll, for example, calling mulligan on a specific trait roll. However, you cannot mulligan an individual attribute roll in step 1. Instead, you can use a mulligan to switch 2 of your rolled attributes. You can still mulligan all of step 1. That is, where step 1 is concerned, you either mulligan all of the rolls or no rolls. Step 1 is rolling your attributes. You roll 6 attributes of athletics, charm, cunning, lore, skill, and will, by rolling 2 6-sided dice and dividing the result by 3, then rounding down. A slave's spirit is equal to her will multiplied by 10. It will go up and down as her will goes up and down. Before moving on to step 1, you might want to look ahead to step 5 and see what class you want. Then use a mulligan to switch your highest rank into that class's associated attribute. When it comes to slave types, you roll 2 6-sided dice to select 2 slave types from a list, describing what kind of slave work your slave is most interested in. If you obtain the same result, then you are a pure slave. So you're going to have 2 types and you're going to combine the bonuses and penalties. Let's say that you end up with the occult slave and muscle slave types. Because you are an occult slave, you would get +1 lore, -1 athletics, and you would have the tags of bookish, well-read, academic, and physically weak. But because you are also a muscle slave, you would get +1 athletics, a -1 cunning, and you would have the tags of energetic, tough, takes pride in being able to work longer and under harsher conditions than other slaves, straightforward. So you would combine the tags, the bonuses, the penalties from both types. But what if you are a pure occult slave? Then you would have +2 lore, -2 athletics, and you would be bookish, well-read, academic, and physically weak. Once this step 2 is completed, your starting favor is equal to your charm multiplied by 2. Future increases or decreases to charm will not affect your favor. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part we are going to talk about traits, weapons, stress explosions and motivations. It's clear that the character creation process is quite easy to follow, and it reminds me of the Made tabletop RPG. It's quite possible that you will end up creating a very nuanced and funny character. Thank you for watching this part of the review. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment and subscribe. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member or using the super thanks button. You can also check out the pinned comment below. This has been Abraham El Jaguar, a professional game master. I am currently unavailable for professional sessions, but I will put my contact information in the description and in the pinned comment for when I am available again. And remember, it is better to roleplay and fail in character than not to roleplay and fail as a player. Once again, thank you and see you later.